Hi, and here we are at Horseshoe Lake down in the Cotswolds, and I've got a perfect opportunity to you now to talk about our latest offering for 2010 from the DT stable, which is the M Blend. We had many conversations over the last few years about which sort of bait direction to go in next, and being predominantly a fish meal based company, we wanted to now design a bait that kind of sort of stepped away from that and could make the difference. Now, the M Blend in itself, the N stands for nut, so it's a blend of nut meals. Not just like your tiger nut baits which ordinarily exist out there. This is a blend of many nuts and pulses, coupled with some of the good old-fashioned milk proteins we know which carp still love and it still uses. And we've got one of their probably greatest fish catching palatants, the Cotswold Milk Bee Plus in there, just to give the bait a nice creamy undertone to go with it. Now kind of when you break the bait open, you can break it down, you can see the nuts breaking down there and the small bits of pulses as well. And when the bait is digested, or even you eat one yourself, you can get that nice crunch effect going on in the bait, which we all know carp love and absolutely enjoy. We've got sort of a lovely flavour combination going over the top of it, which is our toasted nut, and then we've just blended it off again with a nice cream flavour to give an absolutely, and believe me, you've got to try this when you use it, is eat one, and absolutely fantastic to eat. So the taste profile of the bait, which one is a paramount for a successful bait, is the taste side of it, which is there in itself. Now, during the sort of field testing periods while we was using it in various sort of formats to try and see what was the best way to get the best out of this bait. I personally found, and I know a lot of people are fishing it now and it works brilliantly, is if you're fishing a lot of nuts or you're fishing some maize, some party blends, etc., fishing this bait over the top, because you've got some of those bits out there already bolted into the boilie, was giving fantastic results. We still have very good results fishing it on its own, but if you're fishing those waters where perhaps even day ticket waters like where we are here today, and you want just a small little bit of particle out there just to sort of get some extra attraction going on, this boilie worked fantastic with it. Now, moving on to fishing it with the straight boilies, one of the lakes that I personally field tested on is a predominant boilie water, so it was a great place to try it. I mean, it caught straight away, but over a period of time, it was just, the results were just getting better and better. With some of the fish catches we had was fantastic. And a couple of times as well, I managed to get sort of these, I remember a group of 3 or 4 fish coming in under a small tree and getting them feeding. As they were coming in, all the fins and pecks were rearing up on them and getting straight down the bait and annihilating every single little piece that we put down in there. Now, sort of just move on again quickly and tell you a little bit about the format of the bait. Obviously comes in a 15mm and an 18mm frozens, and there are the shelf lives for those going away to France or just wants a bag of convenience. The shelf life in itself is made exactly the same from the frozen bait recipes. There are no difference, and it's even produced the same way as well. We've got the pop-ups to match it, to go along with it. Now the pop-ups themselves are actually made from the base mix, so the actual additive that we use to make them buoyant is a natural occurring additive, so it changes nothing about the chemoreception of the pop-up. Now the pop-ups themselves, brilliant. Hold chod rigs up for 48 hours, they're that buoyant. Moving on, there's got the complementary dips to go with it, and then we've got the fluoro in a white. Absolutely stunning for that sort of spring single little pop-up fishing for the time of year we're doing now. See a fish jump, bang, put a little single pop-up on there, working brilliantly for that. And a stick mix to complement as well. Now the stick mix again made up with all your little nuts and meals in there as well. Got the Milk Bee palatant going on in there as well. It's already pre-laced in the oil, so you can use it straight from the bag and off you go, or you can add bits and bolts to it as well. All in all, a fantastic range, and it's already been catching a hell of a lot of fish.